If this feels real already, make sure you like and subscribe to POV Origin, because this is where your identity shifts. The system is simple, brutal, binary. In this world, you are either useful or you are disposable. There is no information is currency. Silence is survival. And morality, that's a luxury item priced higher than your rent. Your fingers sweat on the keyboard. The glow stains your face blue. You sell to mid-tier resellers who call you kid. You feel powerful. You're not. You're replaceable. There are 10,000 like you on POV Origin. We show you how this illusion begins stop. Like if you've ever mistaken motion for progress. Level 2. You upgrade to Curator. Income $1,800 per week. Risk moderate. You don't just collect, you verify. You cross-reference metadata, timestamp patterns, behavioral breadcrumbs. Most people don't know that old, deleted records often persist inside misconfigured cloud backups. You never breach. You observe. Exploit oversight. You feel clever. Your stomach burns from cheap coffee. Your phone vibrates. At 3 a.m., buyers want cleaner packages. On POV Origin, every step upward costs something, so subscribe if you understand that growth has shadows. Level 3, the Negotiator. Income $8,500 per deal. Risk rising. You're the middle layer now. You never stole raw files. You broker access windows. Time-limited keys. Escrow systems using layered wallets and tumbling services not to hide crime, but to obscure identities in a trustless marketplace. The technical truth most people miss. The real commodity isn't data. It's reputation score. One bad transaction and your digital name collapses overnight. You sleep with one eye open. Notifications feel like gunshot. If this tension hooks you, like and subscribe to POV Origin. Level 4, the Analyst. Income $22,000 per month. Risk unsavory. On POV Origin, every transformation has a cost. Stop! Like if you feel the isolation creeping in. Then comes the system's unwritten rule. Never believe you're invisible. At level 6, you're an information strategist. Income $240,000 a year. Risk existential. You consult quietly. Offer intelligence, posture, assessments. Show clients where their digital skeletons hang. You help them harden defenses. Irony tastes bitter. You're patching holes similar to the ones you once exploited. The truth civilians don't know. The deep market survives on negligence, not genius. And negligence is eternal. Subscribe to POV Origin if you see how the machine feeds itself. Level 7 is where you think you've made it. Income, $1.2 million annually. Risk total. You are now what they call an information broker prime. You do not touch data. You arbitrate influence. You know which leak will shift stock prices by 4.7%. Which whisper can destabilize a boardroom. You don't cause chaos. You price it. Your office smells of expensive wood polish and fear. Every conversation is recorded. Every ally temporary. Umpovoragin. The higher you climb, the thinner the oxygen. Like and subscribe before the air runs out. Here's the technical deep dive. Nobody tells you the marketplace isn't chaotic. It's structured like insurance underwriting. Brokers assign risk scores to data the way actuaries. Price, accidents, freshness, verifiability, exposure potential, legal volatility. A data set that's too explosive becomes because the real players prefer leverage over detonation. Quiet control beats loud scandal. You learn that information isn't about exposure, it's about pressure points. If you're learning something here on POV Origin, subscribe. This knowledge costs elsewhere. And then comes the emotional scar. Your younger sister calls. Her voice cracks. A phishing scam drained $14,320 from her savings. Medical fund. Gone. You trace it in minutes. Amateur work. You could retaliate. You know how the ecosystem breathes, but you can't publicly move. Exposure risks everything you built. Income versus family. Safety versus blood. You wire her the money silently. No explanation. She thinks you're a hero. You know you're part of the environment that allowed it. On POV Origin even power feels. Follow, like, and subscribe if you understand that contradiction. Now you're older. 42. The laptop fan doesn't rattle anymore. It hums quietly in a penthouse overlooking gray water and gray skies. Inconstable risks. Omnipresent. You've built redundancy layers, legal shields, offshore consultancies, but you don't sleep well. The smell of rain on asphalt reminds you of that first click at 16. That first choice. You learned that in this system. Nobody retires clean. You either exit silently or become an example. On POV Origin, we don't romanticize the climb. Subscribe if you value truth over fantasy. Here's the paradox. You mastered information. You quantified risk. You monetized secrecy. You became irreplaceable. But somewhere between level 1 and level 7, you lost the only asset that doesn't scale peace. Your net worth crossed $3.8 million last quarter. Your stress never dipped below survival mode. You won the game the system designed. And the system still owns you because the final rule was never written in any encrypted chat or hidden forum. It was whispered through every transaction. The broker eventually becomes the commodity. You close the laptop, the screen goes black. For a second, you see a reflection. Not a kingpin. Not a ghost. Just a tired face lit by the afterglow of decisions made decades ago. And that's when you realize you didn't escape the deep web. You became part of its infrastructure. If this story stayed with you, if it made your pulse shift even slightly, like and subscribe to POV Origin, because some origins don't set you free.